Hi everybody, welcome to yet another Doctor Who figure review by me. Now, apparently my last Doctor Who figure review was about 2 months ago when I did the Zygon and Sea Devil. So I'm really sorry that I haven't done one in ages, but the Torture of Wings came up. I was meant to do another one after that, but I kept putting it off, and what with some holidays and all being away for a few weeks. And so anyway, I said I'd review a Gareth Phantom figure next, and I don't think you knew which figure it was going to be. And as you can see right now, it's the Aged and Ancient Doctor. Well, there's the aged and there's the ancient one down there. With the Gareth Phantom part, and the one that it came with is the head. You can just see it's a head. Now, I was actually very lucky to get this. I wasn't meaning to get this. I was meaning to get a general style from the Vesperform wave, but then it turns out that they had this, and I was thinking, I've actually found something in Toys R Us that I actually want, because I don't normally find what I want in Toys R Us. No, well, I did find the Stolen Earth box set from there, but I didn't expect them to have it there. Never mind. Anyway, yeah, I thought I'd just get this because I've been with a headless Gareth Phantom for a good few months. And if you watch my Banner Kappa Latter review, you'd have found out that my Gareth Phantom is just like that. I'm just focusing a bit. Oops, wrong way. Right, like that, headless. But I'll put on the head later. Right, focus again. Okay, on to the review. I'm going to move the Ancient Doctor out of the way so I don't knock him over. Anyway, as usual for reviews, we start with articulation. There's no head articulation, unfortunately, which is a bit disappointing. The arms can turn full 360-degree turn at the shoulder joint and 90 at the elbow joint. Same on the other side. Move his hands up a bit. He can do the splits just like normal Doctor. His legs can go all the way up there, rather easier than the first one. Well, the first model of the 10th Doctor, and his knees can turn 90 degrees, so it really does look like he's going to sit down there. And 360-degree swivel around the waist. And another really good point for articulation. Hang on, see if you make sure you can see. The hands move 360-degree turn, and as you may have known with the 10th Doctor figure, the genuine article. Not mean to sound posh, but gosh, posh. Anyway, it's turned 460 degrees turn, and that's a big improvement. And it's just, I'm wondering why they didn't do that with the 10th Doctor. But figured, well, and that's because his hands are made of rubber, let alone his head, and this one's made of plastic. And that's just a very nice feature. Well, not a very good feature, but a good point for articulation. On to detail now, just bring him in and focus. Now, they've done this face really, really well. Very well, in fact. It does look like him when he's older. Well, you just see a bit more hair sticking out, but I don't know if character options could exactly manage that effect. You could just see hair at the back here. Just slightly sinking in to the back. They've done incredibly lots of wrinkles and a bit of dirt patches. It does look very odd. He does look like David Tennant aged. It's very good. And I really quite like it. I was very impressed with the detail. Even some of my friends were. Hands detail, I'll just focus on a bit. It does make his hands look a bit more older. Well, yeah. And also the suit, it's an awful lot of wrinkles because that proves that the Doctor has been aged and his suit doesn't fit him. As you know, when you get older, you shrink, you lose your height a little bit, and particularly down here, down by the bottom of the leg, there's a lot more creases. That's because he's growing too short. And there are a lot of creases in the back as well. And well, the usual paint job actually, but this is him in his grey suit, not in the blue suit. Because if you've watched Under the Drums and well, the lot end of it and Master of the Time Lords, and you'll know that he's still in his brown suit, the same trainers. But they've done the shirt and tie differently. They've got a different paint job and a different pattern as well. It's very different, and I quite like that. As it was on the Doctor in the actual episode. Okay, so that's the aged Doctor. I'm going to quickly move on to the Ancient Doctor, and I thought that this is an absolutely fantastic figure. He does look quite like him in the episode, it's just his eyes are a bit smaller. Because they're rather big in the episode. But other than that, there's a lot of detail. Like you can see veins standing on his head, and ears, and how big his head is. Well, it ought to be to fit a brain like that. Fingers at the back of the neck, and lots of little wrinkles in the clothes, which makes it in the little clothes that he's wearing, very lifelike. And at the feet as well, very ancient to describe it. And the hands are all big and all veiny. There's no articulation for this figure. Well, you didn't expect there to be any. Well, you can move his arms and hands a little bit, just because they're rubbery. Right, so, just get focusing again. You won't be able to see much of the Ancient Doctor, but you did get a good look at him. So if you want to have a look at him, just rewind the video and pause him, as if it doesn't get it blurred or in a good focus. Anyway, so for the Aged Doctor, I'd give him a 9.5 out of 10 because it's a bit of a bad point for articulation, because there's no articulation in the head, which is a bit disappointing. But I expected that when I got this, because I've seen all the reviews for it, particularly Mega Shorts. And for the Ancient Doctor, I'll just give him a 9 out of 10 because it's just incredibly detailed. Even though there's no articulation, well, who cares? It's mostly detail on this. So for the whole set, I give it a 9 3/4 out of 10. And just a little comparison for the Aged Doctor to the original 10th Doctor figure. Like I said, you shrink when you get older. He's not as high as the 10th Doctor. Do look a little alike, except for age, of course. Yes. Same trainers, everything. Yes, it was a very good figure, and I was actually quite happy to get this. I'm very surprised too. I wasn't meaning to, but anyway. The Gals Phantom head. Now I'm just going to quickly show you this before I put it on the Gals Phantom. You probably can't see it. I'm going to try and get the focus right. Yes, you can just see it's a face, and you could possibly just see, I don't know if you can see that he's got his mouth open with teeth. There you can see it, just sort of grinning, like that. And it's made of a very translucent plastic, as you can just see there, very orange one, and I like that. That gives it a sort of phantom, flamey effect. And now I'm just going to put the Gals Phantom in the back, and get focusing eventually. And, well, it's a little high up, don't you think? I'm just going to raise the camera a little. Okay. And then, whoops. And put the head on. It's very simple. You just follow how it slots in. And there we go. After many ages, the Gals Phantom's finally got a head. Just shine the light on him. You can see there. Sorry, it does sound a little loud, but now you know how I feel at night, because this is my bedside one. Okay. So that's my review for the Ancient Doctor pack with a Gals Phantom head. I don't know if I'll be completing my Gals Phantom in a hurry. I'm not too eager with this. I'm more eager with collecting the Forbidden Planet 2009 San Diego Comic Con exclusive figures, such as the first and second Doctors. And speaking of which, those are the figures I'm going to review next. Well, it's the first Doctor next. I've got the a second Doctor on the way. I've just ordered him today. Should be arriving within 3 days, possibly earlier. Well, for taking how long it took for the William Hartnell figure, I suggested probably take about 2 days in the morning. Okay, so thank you for watching this review. Hope you enjoyed it. Sorry I've been away for so long. Hope this will make up for my absence. And thank you for watching. Bye.